Good morning. This is Samrat Saha, TGT Social Science, Kendriya Vidyalaya Madhupur. Today we will discuss the second chapter of Geography under Social Science subject of Class 6, that is Globe, Latitudes and Longitudes. So this chapter deals with the basic facts, the basic shape of the Earth and its imaginary lines, time zones, etc. So from first step we will discuss here about the globe, axis, equator, parallels or latitudes and longitudes. So what is globe? Globe means the Earth. Simple. As it is the Earth, globe is the another name of the Earth. But why do we have signifies here the globe? Because globe is a reduced shape of the Earth. Globe is a reduced shape of the Earth. That means it is reduced shape of the Earth. When the Earth, we show the Earth as a reduced material with instead of anything, through a ball, through a globe. If you see the small globes which we can buy in the market, we will see that the Earth in a revolving movement, and we see the Earth as a small and a reduced object. Suppose now I will show you what is this. This is a ball. This is a ball, but as it is, this is a ball, as it is the Earth shape, where on the ball we have drawn some imaginary lines. This is north side, always the above side is north, this is south, this is east and this is west. The north side, which imaginary lines from north to south is known as longitudes, and from east or west to east is known as latitudes. So if we sample a ball as a globe, then we will see that it is a round shape, and here we will see that different imaginary lines. So if you are asked what is globe, globe is a reduced object as shape as like Earth, that is globe. But it is a circle, not it is a globe, it is a circle. When we see this circle in a 3-dimension model, it is a 2-dimension model, it is 2D. When we see this circle, as a sphere, as a 3-dimension model, that becomes a sphere, like this. This is a sphere. If you see this, that this circle, and we have drawn an imaginary line like this, and this is the west to east imaginary line, this is latitudes, and this is north to south imaginary line, this is longitudes, this is latitudes and this is longitudes. And this middle portion, the imaginary line, straight line, it is a curvature line. All these lines are curvature line, and the straight line which is dividing, which is flowing through from north to south, this line is known as the axis of the Earth. The axis of the Earth. Now come to what is axis? That means the imaginary line which is flowing from north to south, and in between the Earth, that is the axis. If you see a globe, if you buy a globe from the market, then you will see that there is a imaginary line in the Earth which is slanting towards the east, 23° half minute east. It is slanted towards 23° half minute east. That is axis of the Earth, on which the globe is, the imaginary globe, whatever we buy from the market, it is stabled. along this axis, that is called the axis of the earth. Okay. Now equator, what is equator? Equator is the circle, imaginary circle. You know, always remind that equator is a circle. Equator is the imaginary circle in the middle of the earth, which is flowing from west to east. In the middle of the earth, flowing from west to east, is called the equator, which is in the middle of the earth and which is dividing the earth in between two halves, that is northern and southern, or two hemispheres, that is northern and southern hemisphere, that is equator. Parallels all this line, as equator is a line, similarly all the line where whatever is flowing from west to east, that is a parallel. And longitudes, the lines which are flowing from north to south, these lines, north to south, these imaginary lines are known as longitude. It is a globe. It is in 2D model because we have drawn this in a 2D surface or a board or on any paper. Whenever you will draw the earth or the globe on a paper or board, that is a 2D model, 2 dimension, only length and breadth there. But when we see this part, the globe as like this, a ball, this is actually globe. If we see the earth from the satellite, we will see this type of the earth, where the earth is revolving like this and all the meridians are drawn like this and latitudes are drawn like this. So if we draw this globe on a 2D surface, that will be the shape will be like this. Better if you will buy a globe from the market and watch it carefully, you can understand very good. So let us discuss. So if we see this globe, the red lines are marking the longitudes. What is longitudes? Longitudes. That means north to south. Long. You will remember that what is longitudes? It refers to long. From north, that is north, that is south, that is south pole, and this is north pole. That is west and that is east. So from north to south, which imaginary lines are drawn from north to south, that is longitudes. And which imaginary lines, black color, you will see that all the imaginary lines are drawn from west to east. These lines are known as latitudes. So lat, from west to east, that is latitudes. So now there are two main latitudes and there are one main latitudes and one main longitudes, which is almost the middle of the earth. These latitudes, these dotted line latitudes, see carefully, that is 0 degree, which is the equator, that is the longest latitude, or it is also known as the whole circle or circle, imaginary circle. It is called, why? Because it is surrounding the earth wholly. It is has imagined in the middle of the earth, which has divided the earth into two hemispheres, that is northern and southern. It has divided the globe into two hemispheres, that is northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. These imaginary lines is known as equator, 0 degree. This is the largest latitudes. Okay, largest latitude 0 degree. And when it has divided the two parts, two hemisphere, that is southern hemisphere and northern hemisphere. In northern hemisphere there are 3 main latitudes, and in southern hemisphere there are 3 main latitudes. What are the latitudes? 23 degree half minute north, 66 degree half minute north, and 90 degree north, that is north pole. Similarly in south latitudes, in southern hemisphere, 23 degree half minute south, 66 degree half minute south, and 90 degree south. There are different names of these 3 latitudes. The names are 23 degree half minute north latitudes are known as Tropic of Cancer. What is Tropic of Cancer? 23 degree half minute south is known as Tropic of Capricorn. Okay. 66 degree half minute north is known as Arctic Circle. Okay, and 66 degree half minute south is known as Antarctic Circle. 90 degree the topmost point, that is known as North Pole, and 90 degree south latitude is known as South Pole. So these are the main latitudes throughout the earth. Longitudes from north to south, just see the red mark line from north to south. Which imaginary lines are being drawn here? These imaginary lines are known as longitudes from north to south of the earth. It has divided the earth into two hemispheres, that is eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. It has divided into two parts of the earth. So there are a main imaginary line in the middle of the earth, that is 0 degree, which has been drawn throughout this year, that is 0 degree. Which 0 degree? 0 degree is the value of that particular longitude, and the eastern part of this 0 degree longitude is known as 180 degree east, and the western part of this 0 degree longitude is known as 180 degree west. Why 180 degree east and west, and why in the latitudes 90 degree north and 90 degree south? Now we will know the number of the latitudes and longitudes with its value. Now come to the point, number and value of latitudes and longitudes. We have known that longitudes is north to south and latitudes is from west to east. But how many numbers of imaginary lines of latitudes and longitudes are there? One thing always remember that, you will remember one thing always, that there is no such lines practically on the earth. These all has been drawn imaginary. This is all imaginary. Whenever we use in map, we draw these types of latitudes and longitudes to identify the location of a place. If you see the picture of the earth from satellite, you can't see these types of lines there. There is no line. So we have drawn imaginary. From our imagination we have drawn these types of lines. There is no such practical lines are there in the earth. So these are all imaginary lines. Why we have drawn these imaginary lines? Because to identify a location, to identify a time of a place. Now number and value of the latitudes. First of all, you will remember that value always is 1 degree of each. Longitudes and latitudes, both of them has its value 1 degree. That means from 0 degree to 90 degree north, how many latitudes may be there? Total 90. From 1, 2, 3 like this. And similarly in southern hemisphere there is also 90. That means total number is 90 plus 90, 180, and 1 is 0 degree itself a latitude. That means how many latitudes are there in the earth? There are 181 latitudes. 90 plus 90, 180. 90 plus 90 plus 1 equal to 180. 90 plus 90 plus 1 equals to 181. Not 180, it is 181. 90 plus 90. Why 1? That is for 0 degree. That means how many numbers are there? 181 latitudes are there in the earth. Clear? Now come to the longitudes. There are 1 degree interval. There are 180 degree east, means in the eastern hemisphere there are 180 latitudes, longitudes, and in the western hemisphere there are 180 longitudes. So 180 plus 180, that means 360. Total there are 360 latitudes. 0 degree will not be calculated. Why? Because we have divided 0 degree into two parts, 180 and 180 east. We have divided into two parts. There is no common here in latitudes. Why? Because it has divided throughout the globe. If we see this globe, if we imagine this earth one latitudes that covered the earth, but longitudes has not covered itself. Longitudes has in one hemisphere. In different hemisphere there is other longitudes. So that's why these total international dateline has been divided into 180 degree east and 180 degree west, or we can say 0 degree. That is international datelines. So we will come to international datelines points, but you will remember that there are 360 number of longitudes are there. Okay, and each of them value is 1 degree. Their value is also 1 degree, 1 degree east, 1 degree, 2 degrees, 3 degrees, 4 degrees, like this. And similarly 1 degree west, 2 degree west, 3 degree west, like this. Like this throughout the globe it has 360 degree, 180 degree, 180 in east and 180 in west. Now we will discuss the heat zones of the earth. Based on the imaginary lines and latitudes, and based on the sun rays throughout the earth, there are different types of heat and weather are found. From 0 degree to 30 degree, 23 degree, half minute north and half minute south, this zone is known as tropical and subtropical climatic zone. This is temperate zone and this is frigid zone. So this tropical zone is known as torrid zone. That means 0 degree, it's an equator. 23 degree half minute, that is Tropic of Cancer. 23 degree half minute south, that is Tropic of Capricorn. 6 degree and half minute north, that is Arctic Circle. These are the names of the imaginary lines we have already discussed. And these are 66 degree half minute south, that is Antarctic Circle. This is 90 degree south, this is South Pole. And 90 degree north, that is North Pole. So in between 23 degree half minute north to 23 degree half minute south, or it may be extended up to 30 degree north and 30 degree south. So in between 30 degree north to 30 degree south, here the sun rays, if we draw the sun like this, the sun rays directly. That's why the temperature is higher than any other regions. Also rainfall occurs higher than any other regions. Humidity is higher than any other regions. That's why these climatic regions are known as torrid zone, due to huge temperature, rainfall. Then what are the features of this torrid zone? Temperature will be higher. If you are asked what are the difference among these three zones, torrid zone is always temperature higher, rainfall is higher, humidity is more than other region, and the sun rays directly in this region. There are tropical and subtropical climates are existing there. These are the features of torrid zone. Now come to next point, temperate zone. Temperate zone is situated between 23 degree half minute north to 66 degree half minute north, or 30 degree north to 60 degree north, or 30 degree south to 60 degree south. That both hemisphere, in both the hemisphere, from 23 degree half to 66 degree half, or 30 degree to 60 degree latitudes belonging to temperate zone, where the sun doesn't ray directly. There is slanting ray of the sun ray. That's why temperature is normal. That's why it is known as temperate zone. Rainfall also occurs normal than other regions. Climate belongs to not high temperature, not low temperature. It is temperate zone. Okay. And frigid zone is always frigid. Freeze means always freezing, cold, where the sun doesn't ray all the year. In the North Pole, 6 months light and 6 months night there occurs. 6 months day and 6 months night. So this zone from 60 to 90 degree north or 66 degree to 90 degree north and 66 degree south to 90 degree south, this zone is known as frigid zone. You will draw this diagram and you copy and you will practice it. Okay, so then you will understand clearly. That means there are three zones based on the latitudes from 0 to 30 or 23 degree north south, that is torrid, 23 degree to 66 degree north south or 30 degree to 60 degree north south, that is temperate, and 66 to 90 north south, that is frigid zone. There are three main heat zones in the earth based on the latitudes. Okay, now we will understand that what is graticules, prime meridians and time zones. Graticules, what is graticules? The intersecting zones of two latitudes and two longitudes. The intersecting zones of two longitudes and two latitudes are known as graticules. So if we draw two longitudes and two latitudes, suppose this is 0 degree, 1 degree east, 1 degree east, and this is 0 degree, this is 1 degree north, and also we may draw 1 degree south. So this zone, two intersecting points, the intersecting points are cell of two latitudes and two longitudes. So this zone is known as the graticules. This is the graticules. If we draw once more, then this will be also a graticules. This is a graticule, this is a graticule. So all the box which is created by adjoining two latitudes and two longitudes, that is known as graticules. So it helps us to understand a particular location of a place. Suppose one place is located there. Suppose Jharkhand here is located, or Madhupur is located here. Then if we are asked what is the location of Madhupur, if you are asked, what we have to say? We have to say that Madhupur is located 1 degree in between 0 to 1 degree north. That means 1 degree north longitudes and 1 degree east latitudes, or this is 2 degree east or 1 degree 30 minutes east latitudes. If here it is located, then we can say Madhupur is located in 1 degree north latitudes and 2 degree east latitudes. Clear? That's why graticules are made, and these intersecting points are known as graticules. Okay, now we will understand the prime meridians and time zones. Now we have already discussed that throughout the world there are so many longitudes. There are how many longitudes? 360 longitudes are there. And the 0 degree, that is 0 degree, which has passed through the Greenwich city of London and Greenwich town of London in England, this is the middle longitudes of the world. That's why this longitudes has divided the world into two equal halves, that is Eastern Hemisphere and Western Hemisphere. We have already drawn only the Eastern Hemisphere here to better understand. We have not drawn the USA part, North America and South America part, because of understanding the time zones. There is this 0 degree meridians towards east, 179 degree, 178 degree, 8 degrees, 177 degrees, like this towards east. And from this 0 degree meridian, prime meridian, this is PM or prime meridian, not prime minister. This is prime meridian. And towards west, that is 179 degree west, 178 degree west, like this. So in from this 0 degree longitudes is also known as this portion towards east portion is known as 180 degree east and 180 degree west. This portion helps us to determine the dates or time of the world. From this zone we determine the time or a dates of a place of the world through the sun ray. That's why this 180 degree longitudes or 0 degree longitudes is also known as international date line, IDL. 0 degree or 180 degree east west longitudes is also known as international date line, because from this, based on this line we have drawn the longitudes, and depending on the longitudes we determine the time or a date of a place. Now how we determine the time or a date of a place? Now we will understand this. See, in London here the Greenwich town is situated. In Europe continent, US, in UK part, in England, Greenwich main town is situated, on which 0 degree longitude has been passed. And in India, here Allahabad town in Uttar Pradesh near it's a Mirzapur, the place is actually Mirzapur, in near Allahabad, is situated on 82 degree 30 minute east longitudes. That means this is 0 degree and this is 82 degree 30 minute east longitude. We know the habitual fact, that is the sun rises in the east. This is sun. As the sun is rising in the east, which is nearer to the sun, India, and the earth is revolving from west to east like this. So India comes first to the sun and Greenwich town comes after than India. So what will be the time? Time will be always be the faster, because morning will come first in India or Allahabad first, then in London. So how many times it will be faster than Greenwich? The easy calculation is there. There is a easy calculation. What will be the time difference? 82 degree 30 minute and 0 degree. We know that 1 degree longitudes equal to 4 minutes time difference. Here this minute and this minute is not equal. This minute determines the value of longitudes or latitudes, and this minute determines the time only. Okay, so don't mix up this minute and this minute. So 1 degree, here 82 degree. So 1 degree equal to 4 minutes, then 82 degree equal to 4 into 82, that means 328 minutes. It will transfer to minutes because we have multiplied it with minutes. 4 minutes equals to 4 into 82 degree equals to 82 equal to 328 minutes. And as 1 degree equal to 60 minutes, here 1 degree equal to 60 minutes. So 30 minutes means half degree. So 30 minutes means half degree. That means 4 minutes 1 degree equal to, here 1 degree equal to, if 1 degree equal to 4 minutes, then 30 minutes means half degree, that means it will be half. So plus 2 minutes equal to 330 minutes. It will be faster than London, 330 minutes. That means 5 hours and 30 minutes. 5.5 घंटा. That means 5 hours and 30 minutes. It will be faster. Which time? The IST, Indian standard time which is maintained from the longitudes of 82 degree 30 minutes in Allahabad is faster than the Greenwich Mean Time from London. So we will finish this chapter with mathematics like this. If a place A is situated in 30 degree east longitudes with its time 10 am, then what will be the time of a place B on 50 degree east longitudes? If a place on 30 degree east the time is 10 am, then what will be the time of 50 degree east longitudes? Simple. 50 degree east means how many longitudes it is faster than that, how many longitudes it's forward than that. 50 degree minus 30 degree, that is 20 degree is more than that. 20 degree longitude is more than place B is 20 degree more longitudes than place A. And we know that 1 degree longitude differs 4 minutes time. So 20 degree will differ 80 minutes time. That means 80 minutes means 10 am. If a place is situated more longitudes or far towards east, then the time will be always more than that previous place. So if 10 am will be in a place A, then the place B will be 10 am plus 80 minutes, that means 11:20 am. Clear? Thus we calculate the time zones through longitudes, and thus the globe latitudes and longitudes helps us to know the location, to know or to identify the time zones of the world. Okay, thank you.